Guys, in this video we will discuss about that how to draw the graph from incidence matrix, and to construct or to draw the graph from incidence matrix we have to follow the column of the given matrix. See here that if I show you here that if you follow the first column, that is the associated with E1, that is there is two terms 1 and -1, and see that in the different that every column contains two terms 1 and -1, and this is 1 and -1. So now let us try to draw the graph. See here that is E1 is 1 at the term V1, and this is -1 at V3. That means here the vertex V1 and V3 is associated or is incident with the edge E1, incident with the edge V1. So suppose we'll draw this V1 to V3, and see here that V1 at here 1 and here -1. That means that that is 1. That means the edge is incident out from V1 and incident in V3. So here we do this. So now the question is that next is, so now if we go to the next edge E2, that is here that V2 and V3, and see here V3 is -1 and V2 is 1. That means V2 and V3 is incident with E2, and from this graph we can plot V2 here and see from the graph that this is 1 at V2 and -1 at V3. That means this is also incident out from V2 and incident in V3. So the direction from V2 to V3, and last that V3 and V4, that is 1 and -1 respectively E3. And see here that from here we can conclude that the edge E3 that is incident with V3 and V4, and which is also, and see here that V3 that is incident out in E3, and V4 that is incident in. So here if we plot here the point V4, so we can draw this, and the direction will be in this sense. So I hope you will understand, and this is the E1, this is E2, and this is E3. So now I think you will understand that how can we solve it. So next one is so here now I will solve this one, and now here we want to draw the graph of this matrix from here. See here that 7 edges and 5 vertices. So now we have to draw the graph. So see here that edge E1 is incident with V1 and V2, and from the graph we can easily say that this is like this V1 and V2, and this is 1 and -1. That means incident out V1 and incident in V2. So this will be like this. This is the edge E1. Next E2, that is V2 and V3 incident with, and if we follow this will be V3. And now see that V2 and V3, this is incident with V2 and V3, this is E2, that is by the, this will be E2. And now next E3, that is -1 and 1. That means V3, that is E3 is incident with V3 and V4. So we will just draw it by like this. This is V4, and from here that we can say that this is incident in at V3 and this is incident out at V4. So that means this will be like this. This is E3. Next if we go to the E4, that is incident, E4 is incident with V4 and V5, and see here that V4 is incident with E4 and E5. So here if we follow here V5, this is E4, and from here we can say this is 1 and this is -1. That means this is incident out at V4 and incident in V5. So it will be this direction. And next E5, that is V1 and V5. Okay, so that means here E5 with -1 and this is +1. So from here we can say that this will be connected by like this, and this is incident out at V5 and incident in V1. So the direction will be in this side. And next E6, that is incident in with V2 and incident out at incident out at V2 and incident in V4. That means here V2 and V4 will be connected by like this. And at last E7, that is V1 and V3, and here V1 is incident in and V3 is incident out with the edge E7. That means here this will be, we can draw it like by this, and the relation and the direction will be in this sense. And here this will be E5, this is V2 to V4, this is E6, and unless this is E7. So I hope you understand that how can we draw the graph. So thank you for watching the video.